Hey, Candace, Stephanie Stremplewski with NBC Sports Chicago. At the downtown parade, you talked about how you talked about how you remember watching MJ on TV and the Bulls celebrating that rally and how you wish to be there one day doing the same exact thing. And some of those kids that you surprised today were actually in attendance at the parade, and it was their turn to watch you. What is your advice and your thoughts to those student athletes to remind themselves that you were once in their shoes?
I think it's both ways. I'm reminded so much by looking at them, what my purpose is and how lucky and grateful I am for being able to compete for a championship in Chicago. But then also for them to be able to experience the win, like to experience the excitement around the city. And I think sometimes, it's crazy. I have role models and mentors that I look up to, and inevitably it comes back to like, if you work as hard as you can and you do what you're supposed to and you stay late, like you don't have any regrets, regardless of what the outcome is. And then also, you know, living like the rest of your life as a champion of 2021, like that's so special. It's worth every tear, every sweat, everything that you put into it. And so I just feel like regardless, you're going to get a positive outcome. And I'm so grateful for the memories of the Bulls and growing up in a winning city where it was like the expectation was that. And I think then it became an expectation of myself. Like that's what the bar was. And so I hope, the kids around the city got inspiration from, the Chicago Sky. And now listen, the Chicago Bulls are playing extremely well too. So
Yep.
we may be on to something. I'm telling
Right.
you.
Back to back, right?
Hey, it could happen. Shock the
There we
world.
go. There we go. What's that?
I said, especially if they're a 6 seed, then I'm really thinking they have it.
Right. Candace, your first championship, in 2016, your team played the Chicago Sky in the semifinals, and that was a team that featured Vandersloot, Quigley. I mean, this year, 500. At what point did you guys know that you had something special? And specifically, how great was it to help those two specific veterans win their first title?
Well, we all knew. I was like the crazy person that was just like, if we all, like, it was almost like, if we ever figure it out, it's going to be scary. If we ever, so it was always the potential. And then something like we'd show glimpses and then something would happen. And so I'm big on like evening and leveling the ship, like trying to stay neutral. Now, this has taken a lot of growth, but just trying to stay neutral. And I just learned from the past, like, it's my job to like, even within myself, just bring it back to neutral. So even with the team, just trying to speak positivity when things were bad. And then for myself, like when I was playing really bad, just looking at YouTube clips and games of when I played amazing to try to bring my level up, to what I know I'm capable of doing on a nightly basis. And, I don't know if there was ever a realization like, hey, we could do this. I think it was just kind of like we took it one game at a time, which is what you are trying to do, and then to help Sloot and Allie, who are the primary reasons why I was in Chicago. I mean, they called me all the time from Russia. Allie, I know very well. Sloot, I know, through playing with her. But to see just the way that they operate, we had kind of like a pre-practice squad. It was me, Allie, and Sloot, and we worked out pretty much before every practice. So to be able to shoot with one of the best players in the world in Allie Quigley, and to be able to like do dribbling cone drills and reads with Sloot, I thought I benefited from it. And I just wanted to get them a championship, like I wanted to get them a championship because they deserve it. I mean, they're great players, they're great people, and they inspire me. So I think if you just see them and you're around them, then you realize how much they deserved it. And, it was really, really, really special.